Day in the life as a chef on a yacht. This morning for breakfast, I'm serving our guests some fresh fruit, some yogurt topped with tart cherries, almonds, and honey, cottage cheese, scrambled eggs, avocado, and bagels. It was a little warm this morning, so our guests decided to eat inside. The crew is not that big on breakfast, so we just eat the leftovers. We have 16 guests coming in today, but they're not staying too long. We're shuttling 2 of the tenders to Cape Santa Maria, which is a good 4-hour boat ride. I bet they're going to get hungry on the trip, so I packed them all a sandwich. Sandwiches are the easiest grab-and-go lunch, and thankfully, the owners and all of the guests love them. So 15 guests are coming in today, and 4 guests are coming in tomorrow. And we'll move this yacht to Cape Santa Maria to meet the rest of the guests. We can't sleep more than 8 guests on this boat, so they're staying at the resort on Cape Santa Maria. We packed up the tenders for the guests and bid them farewell. The captain and the first mate went on our tender, and they're going to be coming back tonight. So I just had to cook lunch for me and the stew, which was leftovers. Since we have so many guests coming in, I did a ton of gluten-free, sugar-free, and regular baking. Bye, little chef. Day in the life as a chef on a yacht. Tonight is Latin American night, and we're doing tacos. So I cut up some jalapenos, onion, chicken. I also wanted to do a sauce for the tacos, so I decided on a chipotle sour cream. My pineapple was ripe, so I cut that up, and I'll serve it for cocktail hour. And for the cocktail, I'm making a frozen coconut margarita with lime juice, tequila, Cointreau, and some coconut cream. I rimmed the glass with some salt, and to make the salt stick, I used some coconut cream. I garnished it with a little lime wedge. Now let's work on the appetizer. Of course, I'm serving up the pineapple, but I'm also serving bacon wrapped scallops. So I went down to crew quarters and changed into my evening attire. Tonight we're going with a black polo and gray shorts. And here's my model walk. The guest that we have on board tonight loves themed parties. She requested Latin American night, and she even brought us stuff to wear. So tonight, I'm making dinner in a sombrero. I'm making chicken tacos and topping that with cilantro, my chipotle sour cream, and jalapenos, and serving that with a side of refried beans and yellow rice. Garnished with some avocado and limes, and dinner served on the upper deck tonight. After dinner, I served dessert, which was tres leches. Bye, little chef. I'll see you tomorrow. Make breakfast with me as a chef on a yacht. This morning, I'm doing scrambled eggs and fried eggs. Everyone here loves eggs. We've been through about 30 dozen eggs so far. Good thing I can always find eggs in the grocery store. But I can't always find fresh fruit, so when I have it, I'm gonna serve it. I typically serve breakfast family style, so I like to have a lot of variety. Some people prefer savory for breakfast, while others like sweet. Yogurt parfaits are a big hit on this yacht, and I'm making a yogurt parfait family style. I guess you could call it a yogurt bowl. I put some stewed tart cherries on top with almonds and honey. So for my sweet options, I'm serving fresh fruit, yogurt, and oatmeal. And for my savory options, cottage cheese, bagel, avocado, and eggs. While breakfast is cooking, I'll work on setting the table. I usually will set the table for breakfast and lunch, and the stew will help me to set the table for dinner. Once I get all the food on the table, I'll tell the guest breakfast is served. And whatever is left over, the crew will usually eat. We're not big breakfast people anyway. We start our day with a protein shake, and we're good to go. Bye, little chef. 14 of the 24 guests are flying in today, so I'm in charge of making 14 sandwiches. We're going to be sending them down to Cape Santa Maria on 2 of our tenders, and this yacht will follow tomorrow. This yacht can sleep 8 people, so anytime we're above that, they will sleep on the island at the resort. They flew into this island just because it's the biggest airport in Great Exuma. So commercial airlines will fly into here, but not in the island that we're about to go to. So we're going down to Cape Santa Maria, and whenever friends or family fly down, they come in like a 4-seater plane. When I left to go on my break last year, I flew in a 2-person plane, and it was terrifying. The pilot was really cool though. He let me take controls, and I flew the plane for a good 5 minutes. It was 5 minutes out of the 15-minute flight. Thankfully this year, I've been able to always fly out on commercial airlines. The guests just arrived, so I'll pack up the sandwiches in coolers, load them onto the tenders, and send them on their way. This is going to be the start of a busy week and good food. Once the guests left, crew ate their lunch and started preparing for the next set of guests coming tomorrow. Bye, little chef. Hi, little chef. Did you know that this yacht makes its own fresh water from the ocean? We have 2 tanks on board that each hold about 300 gallons. The seawater will go through the filter and fill up our tanks. Technically, this is safe for drinking, but we filter through a zero water filter. I do cook from the water that comes straight from the tap, but I want to make sure that I'm boiling that water in the cooking process. Right now, I'm up in the bridge checking on the water tanks because I noticed that the pressure was low. Both of the tanks are half full, so we didn't run out of water, but there must be some bubbles in the line that trips the system. So I'll reset the freshwater pumps by turning it on and off, and we should be good to go. We like to keep both of the water tanks above 175, especially when we have a lot of people on board. As soon as people start showering, this number plummets. I'm also hand washing dishes all day and running the dishwasher about 3 times a day, so we use a lot of water. If we're in a marina, we'll hook up to the freshwater lines there for 50 cents a gallon, and if we're at Anchorage, we'll pull fresh water from the sea. I restarted my water pumps. Let's see if the pressure's back to normal. Success! Bye, little chef! I'm a chef on a yacht, but I hate baking. I can bake when I need to, but the whole measuring thing is just not me. What I love about cooking is that as you're cooking it, you can add things and make it your own and taste as you go to change the outcome. But with baking, you put it in the oven and you hope for the best. There's no changing at that point. So I can definitely bake with your typical butter, flour, and sugar, but guess what? I can't use any butter, flour, or sugar on this yacht. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, you have heard that right. No butter, no flour, and no sugar. Let's just say it's been very difficult. The Ninja Creamy honestly has been a savior this trip, along with sugar-free pudding mix. As you can see in this video, I'm using box mixes for my cakes and brownies. I'm only using the box mixes for the gluten-free and sugar-free ones. I made the regular brownies from scratch, okay? I'm still a chef, but I'm not a baker and I'm sticking to it. So I made sugar-free brownies, gluten-free brownies, regular brownies, sugar-free white cake, and gluten-free white cake. Bye, little chef.